The medical insurance plan that begins at the age of 60. Medi60 from Sri Lanka Insurance. Call 0112 357 357.
In a few moments, the news.
Sri Lanka Insurance, like a father, like a mother.
This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Precisely 1:15. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. News edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Sharifa Tahir. Headlines. Another 8 cabinet ministers have been sworn in. The GCE O-level examination is being conducted successfully. Public requests not to purchase fuel from third parties. Public are rather requested not to purchase fuel from third parties. It has been expressed that the gas queues will end within a month's time. In news overseas, Australia's new Prime Minister sworn in ahead of Quad meeting. Local news in detail. 8 new cabinet ministers were sworn in before President Gotabaya Rajapaksa this morning. Accordingly, Douglas Devananda was appointed as Fisheries Minister, while Bandulu Gunawardena as Transport and Highways Minister and also the Media Minister. Kehelia Rambukwala was sworn in as Minister of Water Supply, while Mahinda Amaravira as the Minister of Agriculture, Wildlife and Forest. Ramesh Pathirina was appointed as the Industry Minister and Vidura Vikramanayaka as Minister of the Ministry of Buddha Sasana, Religious and Cultural Affairs. Ahmad Nazir Zainulabdin was sworn in as the Minister of Environment, while Roshan Ranasinghe was appointed as the Irrigations Minister. Commissioner General of Examinations LMD Dharmasena says that the GCE ordinary level examination that begins today is being conducted in examination centres successfully. The exam commenced at the scheduled time this morning. He told SLBC that no incidents have been reported regarding delays, transport and electricity issues. Sufficient buses of SLTB and private buses as well, including trains, have operated. It has also been revealed that some private buses have provided transport facilities to the students free of charge. The fuel stations also provided fuel needed for staff of examinations. He also stated that he appreciated the support given by the entire people to conduct the examination without causing any hardships. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation giving you the news.
The medical insurance plan that begins at the age of 60. Medi60 from Sri Lanka Insurance.
Continuing with more stories here at home. Minister of Power and Energy Kanchana Wijesekara requested the general public to refrain from purchasing petroleum products from any third parties. He said that investigations have revealed that certain individuals are engaged in collecting fuel and mixing petroleum products with other liquids to sell at higher rates. In a Twitter message, he therefore urged the public not to encourage such businesses and to report them. Meanwhile, information have also been revealed that fuel is being sold at high prices in some houses at the Atulugama Bandaragama area. The central bank last week disclosed that it collects every month up to $300 million from exported dollar conversions and surrender requirements, which helps significantly to provide dollars to finance the essential imports such as fuel, cooking gas, medicines and other commodities which are in short supply. They said doing away with the requirement could lose even the little amount that is being collected and thus would further aggravate the dire situation prevailing in the country. Merchandise and services exporters in Sri Lanka are mandatorily required to repatriate all their export proceeds within 180 days of the date of shipment or provisioning of service. The Colombo Magistrate Court has extended the foreign travel ban imposed on former Central Bank Governor Ajit Nivad Cabral until July 25th. The complaint was taken up before Colombo Additional Magistrate Harshana Kakunavela. Ajit Nivad Cabral was not present in court when the complaint was called and was represented by President's counsel Shavindra Fernando. The Litro Gas Company says that solutions can be provided to the gas problem within a period of 1 month. The consumers will be able to purchase gas without waiting in queues. The payment are to be paid for 7,000 metric tons of gas. The consumers could purchase gas in 394 gas trading agencies in the island today. The company has published the amount of gas cylinders distributed to each trading centres. That's local news for the moment.
The medical insurance plan that begins at the age of 60. Medi 60 from Sri Lanka Insurance. A health insurance plan to honour our most valued elders by the protectors of the nation. We now give our treasured senior citizens access to the very best medical insurance, specially tailored for anyone over 60. What's more, you don't need medical screening to access this policy. And Medi 60 covers a wide range of illnesses. Only from Sri Lanka Insurance. Call 0112 357 357.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
It has been warned that a kilo of imported rice would be increased to 400 rupees if a packet of fertilizer is not provided at 10,000 rupees. The chairman of the committee appointed to provide solutions for the problems of fertilizer and plantation sector, Akilaviraj Karyavasam, has pointed out these remarks at a meeting held at the Prime Minister's office. He was appointed by the Prime Minister to this committee.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
This is Watchlight.
Octane 95 petrol is being distributed from all filling stations in the island. The stocks of 95 petrol is sufficient for 6 weeks. Therefore, Minister Kanchana Wijesekara requested the public not to wait in queues to obtain petrol.
Coming up, World News.
World News headlines: Australia's new Prime Minister sworn in ahead of Quad meeting. Japan-US leaders meet for talks. Biden to launch Indo-Pacific Economic Framework. World News in detail. Anthony Albanese has been sworn in as Australia's new leader and will fly immediately to an international summit. Mr. Albanese's Labour Party defeated Scott Morrison's Conservative government in an election on Saturday. It remains unclear whether Mr. Albanese will form a majority or govern with the support of crossbenchers. The Prime Minister left for Tokyo today to meet the leaders of the so-called Quad nations, the US, India and Japan. Earlier in the day, he was sworn in with 4 key cabinet members, including new Foreign Minister Penny Wong, who is travelling with him to Japan. The leaders of Japan and the United States are sitting down for an official meeting in Tokyo. Japan's Prime Minister Kishida Fumio said at a meeting he sincerely welcomes his visit to Japan. It shows that the United States will continue to strengthen its involvement in the Indo-Pacific region under any circumstances. Kishida and President Joe Biden spoke briefly to reporters shortly before noon. They are scheduled to hold a joint press conference later today. Both leaders are expected to stress the US and Japan's close alliance and commitment to peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific. Finally, on world news, US President Joe Biden is expected to announce the launching of the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, or IPEF. The US-led economic initiative has been pitched as promoting regional cooperation to create more resilient supply chains and investment in high-quality infrastructure. According to Japanese officials, Prime Minister Kishida Fumio is expected to express his country's willingness to join the initiative. While Washington is hoping for widespread buy-in on the new agreement, it's already excluding potential members. That's world news. Moving on to development news, the farmers are receiving a fruitful harvest from the crop cultivation activities in several years. Interim crops have been cultivated in many paddy fields and empty lands with the use of organic fertilizer.
Sports news is brought to you by
Sampath Bank. We present your future.
Moving on to sports news, the second test match between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh has commenced in Mirpur. Bangladesh faced severe hardship amidst the Sri Lankan bowlers. 5 wickets crashed within 24 runs. Kasun Rajitha took 3 wickets and Asitha Fernando took 2 wickets.
Cash through NSP globally and win wonderful gifts locally. From October 1st, 2021 to December 31st, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency 3 times through NSB U Trust.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
In a bid to increase Sri Lanka's foreign remittances, Taipei Economic and Cultural Centre in Chennai is offering 2,000 foreign employment opportunities annually for Sri Lanka in Taiwan. This would be mainly for unskilled workers, and the scheme will net over $2 billion in remittances per annum from them.
Business News, sponsored by
Cash through NSP globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSP Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSP Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners. From October 1st, 2021 to December 31st, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency 3 times through NSB U Trust.
Economic news, courtesy of
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
And on economic news, the Mahindra Ideal Finance Company, which is the leading financial institute and the best for jobs in the country, has won Great Place to Work awards for the 3rd time. The company was able to secure among the 10 excellent companies in the field of bank finance services and insurance sector.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
The weather report.
The Met Department says that showers will occur at times in Western and Sabaragamu provinces and in Nuwara, Kandy, Galle and Mathura districts. Several spells of showers will occur in Northwestern province. Mainly, fair weather will prevail elsewhere. Strong winds above 40 km per hour can be expected at times over the western slope of the Central Hills, Northern, North Central and Northwestern provinces and in Hambantota and Trincomalee districts. Before we conclude this bulletin of news, back to the headlines. Another 8 cabinet ministers have been sworn in. The GCE O-level examination is being conducted successfully. Public requested not to purchase fuel from third parties. It has been expressed that the gas queues will end within a period of 1 month. And in news overseas, Australia's new Prime Minister sworn in ahead of Quad meeting. With that, we conclude this bulletin of news.